Hey guys, welcome to the video. I'm about to show you 7 free ways to boost your PC's performance. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to do is disable some of our startup apps. So those apps that just open by themselves when our PC turns on that we really don't need. So we're going to go into Task Manager for this one. The hotkey on your keyboard to open Task Manager straight away is just Control Shift Escape, and you get Task Manager straight onto your screen. From there, we're going to go across and we're going to go down the side to startup apps. And we're just going to scroll through and see like, what have we got that's on enabled that we really don't need to be opening when we launch our PC. So I've already gone through and done it, so I don't actually need to disable anything. But for example, you might have Spotify and you might want to disable that so it doesn't open straight away. Alright guys, so the next one we're going to do is going to be in our Windows settings. So we'll go to Windows and we'll go across to our settings. And from there, we're going to go down across to accessibility. And then we're going to go into the visual effects section. The two settings we're looking at in here are transparency effects and animation effects. So I'll quickly show you what they do. Having transparency effects on, it like shows you through into your wallpaper. So you see I've got like that orange in the wallpaper. You can see straight, start showing up. You can see straight across into the background. So we don't need that at all. The animation effects. So if we switch between tabs, you can see how it's got that little transition in between. You turn that off and it just takes you straight in between. So we just don't need that either. Alright guys, the next one we've got is also going to be in our Windows settings. We're going to go across to gaming on the left side, and then we're going to go into the game mode. And you really want to make sure that this game mode is turned on. This is such a big difference when you're playing games. But further from there, we're going to go into our related settings. We're going to click the graphics. And then we want to go advanced graphics settings. And we want to make sure we have this hardware accelerated GPU on. We need to make sure that is on. That will help reduce lag a lot. Alright guys, from here we're going to go across to our storage settings. So we're just going to go up and we'll go storage settings in the search bar. And what you want to make sure you do is make sure you have storage sense turned on. So it's just going to automatically delete those temporary files that you just really don't need at all. But further from there, you can go in to your temp files in the storage. You can see temporary files. You can go in and you can just delete everything. So I've obviously got 6.5 gigs of downloads, which is a lot. I wouldn't want to delete those, but you could go in and you could remove everything else in that storage section. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do is go across to our apps on the left side over here where we've got apps, and we're going to go into our installed apps. And this is where you can look through and see anything that you didn't actually know you had installed on your computer. It might be pre-installed before you got the computer. You just go through and uninstall literally anything that you don't need. Key note though, if you don't know what it does, definitely don't uninstall it, because you don't want to accidentally uninstall something that's vital for your computer. Alright guys, the next thing we're going to do, and this is potentially the most vital thing to keep on top of in terms of settings on your computer, is we're going to go into our driver settings. So whether it's a NVIDIA or a AMD graphics card, you'll have to go into the one depending on that. I have a NVIDIA graphics card, so I'm actually not familiar with the AMD software. I'll show you how to do it in NVIDIA. You just load up the NVIDIA app and go to the drivers section on the left side. And you can see I've actually got one available now. You'll have the game ready drivers available. And you just want to make sure you keep on top of these, always download them. I'm not going to download it now for the video, obviously. But always download them and keep them up to date, and that'll keep everything running so much smoother. Alright guys, the 7th and final tip I have for this video is to keep an eye on your graphics card's temperature. So there's a couple of different places you can keep an eye on this one. The first I'll show you is in your task manager again. So remember that Control Shift Escape shortcut. And then we'll go down to performance. And you can see right here, you've got your GPU's temperature. So it's showing as 50 degrees for mine. Basically, if this one is ever above about 80 degrees, you need to get in and give your hardware a really good clean. You need to get all the dust out of the fans, get the dust out of anything. If you're ever reaching that 80 degree mark, that's definitely far too high. So mine's sitting at about 50, but because I have been playing games recently, usually it sits around 35 to 40. Alternatively, over Task Manager, you can, I know it's available in NVIDIA. Again, I'm not too sure about AMD, But if you go into your NVIDIA app again and go system and performance, you can see your GPU temperature is right there as well. So just keep an eye on that temperature. Again, if it goes above 80, that's definitely far too high and you need to get in and give your PC a very good clean. Alright guys, that is all 7 tips done for this video. I tried my best to keep everything absolutely free. I didn't want to just say, hey, go buy a 4090, that'll fix all your problems, because obviously we can't all do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe if I helped you out.